Hey folks, Chris here, just to say, top of the episode, thank you to the folks who support us on Patreon. I'm going to read those fine folks right now, and then I got a little bit of news at the end of that. So I want to say thank you to Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, and Laszlo. I appreciate you guys and your financial support you send to us. And hopefully soon I will have the NPC creator that we talked about on there up and ready to go. I got to sit down and build that out so you can make an NPC for Delta Green or Traveler, whatever you want. As for everybody else, check the show notes if you want to become a Patreon member. The link is right there. And there's a little bit of extra at the end of this episode. We decided to do a top 5 of just a subject matter, and it went a little long. It's probably about 15 minutes or so, and it didn't feel right to put it at the beginning of the episode. I'd rather get to the action, get everything going, and then if you're interested in that, you can listen to it at the end. That way, the banter isn't a third of the episode or whatever it's going to be. I'd rather put it at the end, give you all the action that you need up front. So, that's all I got. We'll see you all next week. Bye!
Welcome, weary dreamscape travelers, to Nighttime Island Radio. The only place where sleepy eludes you and dreamy pastures are always on the horizon. I will be your shepherd this evening, and you can call me Little Whispers. Just listen to my voice, and I will regale you of tales not your own, and hardships far, far away. Now just sit back, and let your mind wander, my sheep. The group journeyed down to the green box and discovered that the listed items in the green box are not quite what the agents are used to. Some items are added and some items have disappeared. Quite a strange thing to happen to a highly secure area with minimal knowledge of its whereabouts, if you ask me. After the agents are ushered out the door, they find themselves on their way to the Hemlock to have a meeting with billionaire heiress Tiffany Mallows. The center of the hub of all the action and where all the partying is. Quite a stark difference from the quiet outskirts from where the agents just were. Seemingly unbothered by their presence, Tiffany gives little of her hand away. She's a strong woman with goals on her horizon, and she will not stop at minor inconveniences such as a few pesky Coast Guard inspectors coming along to poke their nose into some trust fund kids' yachts. She sends the agents away and are escorted to what they think is a surveillance room, only to find themselves in room 237, the room where everyone seemingly goes missing. After the agents discover the deceit, they attempt to escape to no avail. With some searching, though, they see clues from the long-lost Agent West, giving them guidance, as if she knew where they would end up. Hours pass in room 237, and the agents start to hear chanting from beneath them and tear up the carpet only to find some symbols painted onto the flooring of the same eye symbol found in the green box. Once the clock hits 12:21 a.m., the agents, however, seem to wake up the next morning, suddenly to the alarm clock radio. Some things aren't adding up on this island. I wonder where this rabbit hole goes. Solution seems to be getting further away, and time seems to be getting ever so short. Sweet dreams, my little flock. Until next time.
It's a new year. It's
New
a new
me.
us. For the most part.
I'm the same old bitch.
That's all you need.
On a molecular level, it's 50-50 for me. But.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, New Year's, all that kind of jazz.
I think by the time they hear this, it's been long
it's
past.
gonna be like
It'll be
Like February, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm welcome to saying it now so I don't forget about it.
Well, I mean,
I hope you all had an amazing Valentine's Day. I hope you spent it with the one you love.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, we're living in the now. You guys are living in the past.
You guys are so 2023 and we are so 3024.
You just gone 2000 and late.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
I know.
Black
Yeah,
Eyed
yeah,
Peas,
yeah, yeah.
damn.
All right. Well, we last left off on a little bit of cliffhanger that I will let Misha explain because it's her game, not mine,
yeah.
and I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
No, I'm gonna stand back up for this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with just saying like a little bit of a retcon because I've been thinking about this for a month.
Never.
I'm the DM. I can do what I want.
God damn it, she's right.
Tyler, you
Yes.
failed twice, like critically failed twice your sand checks.
I don't think I critically failed.
Oh, you did. You got an 86 on one. At least
Oh,
one.
that's right. We are doing that rule. Then I did. Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah.
And I actually had to redo my sanity because I realized that I started off with the wrong
Cheated?
number.
Oh, okay. What I was going to say is that I was wrong, so I'm going to fix myself.
Oh.
Um,
Do I need to lose more sanity?
no, I'm going to give you 2 sanity back because what I did was I was the nervous DM for the first time.
Well,
And
take that back.
I went Pathfinder rules instead and doubled.
It should have been just max.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So what I did for retcon is instead, since you critically failed, what I'm going to do is that there may be a certain situation that may occur during this campaign where Strauss might trigger something and he's going to get like really bad tinnitus, and that's going to affect your rolls when you have this
That works for
tinnitus
me.
going on.
But I get 2 sanity back?
You get 2 sanity back.
Okay, cool.
As someone who has tinnitus, I don't like being singled out.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
But that was bothering me, and I was just like,
My
I did that
disability is
wrong.
not your costume.
Got him.
So yeah, the cliffhanger. You guys all woke up in room 237 to the really super annoying radio host.
right.
I would say it again. It is supposed to be annoying, but you guys already know it. We can do it for the podcast, but I'm not going to read it every single time. But you wake up to the radio popping on. Amanda Pruitt, McCaw McGraw. She tells you about the weather. She tells you about the traffic going on the island. Wake up in 237. It's all you.
So we were like,
What do we remember?
Yeah, that's
Oh, you guys need to. Okay, because I remember thoroughly.
No. Like, do we remember everything last night?
Yeah,
Or-
you remember everything.
Okay. So we
And-
remember.
so. At what time was that? At about
At 12:21.
At 12:21,
12:21.
it switches.
We
and
just-
we're
we
awake
just,
at like
like,
11 or
black
8:30
out.
in the morning.
Yeah.
and wake up at 8.
8:37. Is it 8:37? I forget.
I think so.
Yeah, 8:37 in the morning.
Yes.
Alarm clock goes off.
But so the only thing that concerns me is
A lot should concern you right now.
the radio DJ specifically said in a place where time never changes. So, depending on what actually happens in the next 10 minutes, I think is going to drastically change how Duffy moves forward.
Right.
Okay.
Well, Strauss would hop right out of bed and try to look for the door.
Sure.
Is the door there?
Door's there.
Door's there?
Door's there.
And is opened?
Do you try to open it?
Yes.
Door opens.
And he leaves.
You leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll follow Duffy out and be like, what the... Like, I don't know
What
if
does
I-
the room look like?
Yeah.
Is the room in the same like way that we left it last night, or when we wake up, is it like pristine, clean, like the carpet's
Yeah,
not
the
torn up?
carpet.
Yeah.
What's it
yeah,
look
because I
like?
did tear up the carpet.
You did. Room is pristine. If you check the room before you leave, do you check the room?
No.
No.
Yeah, Duffy
I think
just
Ace
leaves.
would- I think
Yeah,
Ace would
say,
go
I'm
look
gonna,
for,
I
like-
would start to follow Duffy out, and then like, wait a minute, go back, then start thinking these questions that you're asking.
Duffy runs down the hallway.
Okay. I'll get back to Duffy. You guys stay in the room for a little bit.
I think Ace would just kind of look to see, like, look for the note that we found, look in all the spots where we found the things, and make sure see if they're still there.
Great. So Ace looks for these things, and he notices that the note is not there. The jammed desk drawer is working fully. It's not jammed.
Okay.
And the matches on the table are not there. And neither is the copy of Fahrenheit 451.
So they're going to come back at one point today to do all this because of the time loop. But we need to figure out what time they come back here.
Or maybe we have to do it.
So wait, so we're suspecting that like all that stuff that we found before was placed there later in the day, and
You
then
don't
that's
know.
why we're not finding it.
Or
we
assuming,
have
we're going
no
to
idea.
assume that's our assumption.
Right.
It's Ace's assumption.
Yes, that's Ace's assumption, which is correct.
We're
Let's be
clearly
real.
trapped in hell, so it doesn't matter.
And remind me, like, what did we found? Was it like a note from West or something? What was it?
It was a note from West.
It was
So,
an
like,
for West. I think I have it in my bag. Do you want to see it again?
no, I think I can.
So, do we still have our guns on us and everything?
Yeah, still got your guns.
Okay.
I will.
Actually, give me that.
After,
note, yeah.
Give me that.
I would have helped Ace kind of like look through. Just like I'll check these clues, you check those ones. But after we determine none of them are there, then Strauss will be like, "All right, get the hell out of here." Pull my gun out, have it at the ready, and I'm going to follow where Duffy went.
Yeah, he's not sprinting. He's like jogging. Yeah, not like a quick jog. Like what are like a
Canter?
no? What is it called in the military? Like a rucksack march,
I don't know.
where they have that steady march. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's not sprinting, but he's like, I am no longer going to be in this hotel for any longer than I need to be.
You exit the hotel room. You just see like maids doing their thing. They have like their little carts, and they kind of look at you kind of weird because you're walking kind of really fast, and you're not really like the general people they're used to seeing. Plus, it's really early on like a spring break resort, so it's like really quiet right now in the morning because everyone's like was up super late. So you just pass them, and they just kind of like look at you questioningly, but you keep going.
Cool. Where do I see anybody else following me? Like any of the agents? Like,
I don't
are
know.
they close enough behind?
I mean, it would have taken us, I'd imagine, like 5 or so minutes to
Yeah. So no.
check.
Yeah, I think you're probably I think eventually Ace would probably come out of the room, like look down both sides of the hallway.
We drove here separately from Kevin, right?
We took Kevin's car.
We took
here.
Kevin's
Yes.
car. I'm going to be.
Oh no,
waiting.
Kevin dropped us off, and then we walked because they know Kevin's car.
Yeah, that's right.
They knew Kevin's car, so he dropped us off, and we walked
But
here.
no, we took one of the cars. I think. I don't think he drove us here.
I don't specifically remember, but
We might have taken the other car then.
Yeah, I think we took his wife's car.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. See if I can
Whispers.
Do we all have like the guns that we came
Yeah.
here with? Like I still have my gun on me.
You still got your guns. You still got your laptop. You guys got everything.
I'm.
Wait, did you bring your laptop to the hotel room?
I did, yeah,
Okay.
because I was planning to jack into their network, and then we didn't get.
I'm in the DEA currently.
Mm-hmm.
Is it outlandish to think that I have a pair of handcuffs?
I wouldn't.
You know
think
what? Roll for it.
Luck roll.
Yeah, look, roll.
Under 50?
Under 50.
37.
Yeah, you got a pair of handcuffs.
Perfect.
So I kind of like I was kind of like in my own head when Duffy left. Like he went down the hall, and did he just go out of sight? Is he gone?
No, I left to the. I'm waiting outside of the hotel, like at a car, if we have it, or.
So if you are outside, you exit the front entry doors where you
I
guys
said
came
I
in?
left. Yep.
Okay. So now I'm debating Duffy's by himself. Things happen. You guys might have to leave.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. See you guys when you get back. Okay, so Duffy exit the front of the hotel that you guys entered through. So when you went in, it was like party central, but now it's just kind of like, maybe a couple cups, litter every. But there's people like around picking them up, but there's no one really partying right now. It's kind of early in the morning. When you exit the hotel, you do hear audibly, of course, Kevin, and he's kind of
Thank God.
He's kind of off to the right side. There's like a fountain, like an area, and then like to the right side, you hear Kevin yelling, and so that kind of diverts your attention. And Kevin is yelling at a uniformed individual, which you may assume to be a sheriff or deputy on the island, and he is also with another uniformed individual. So,
Nice.
Yeah, that's what you hear.
And I have my Coast Guard inspector's identification still in my gun.
Unless you took it all out, you still have it on you.
So I will unholster my gun.
Okay.
I'll take my identification out. I will hold my gun to this. Actually, I probably won't unholster my gun. I'll keep it in there. Is it only the sheriff over there?
The sheriff and a deputy that you assume.
Is the deputy yelling also?
No, no one's yelling. Oh, just Kevin. Kevin's
Oh,
yelling.
Kevin's yelling, but they're not yelling at Kevin.
No.
Okay. And do the cops look hostile?
No, they look casual.
And does Kevin see me?
Not yet, because he's short and they're standing in front of him.
I'm going to approach with my badge out, with my handcuffs out, and I'm going to tell Kevin that he's under arrest for arson.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
In front of. Okay.
In
cool.
front of the cops. I'm going to let the cops know that this is a Coast Guard investigation. We're here to investigate this arson, and it's been found that Kevin committed him, so I'm going to put him under arrest.
Okay, great. So you approach, and Kevin sees you, and before you approach, you hear Kevin saying things like, I just dropped them off. I just dropped them off. They're in there. I'm not going to lose any more men. They're in there. I've seen them. I'm not going anywhere until they come back out. And then he sees you, and he's like, relief.
Yeah.
So like Kevin is happy when he sees you, and then he said that.
Yeah.
And then you look and you see, I put it on your character sheet. You see an individual, which on the character sheet would be Sheriff DuPont. I kind of based this character off of Lou Diamond Phillips, kind of like a chill, suave kind of guy. And he hears you saying like, "Oh, he's
Yep.
DuPont." His deputy's name, we'll just call him Philip. Yeah, we'll call him Philip.
Philip DuPont.
DuPont kind of looks at you and he's just like, "Oh, and who might you be?"
Well, I'm going to give him my identification, and I'm going to put handcuffs on.
Sure,
Kevin.
yeah. He sees this all happen. He's just not trying anything. He's kind of looking over his deputy with those, like, those cocky smiles that people don't think that they see other people. He like looks over and he's like, "What is this guy doing?" And then he's just like, "You know what, Kevin? You know that you're not supposed to be anywhere near the hotel because of your past actions. If this individual wants to take you away for questioning, I can't help you." And he just kind of just like looks at you and he's just like, "Coast Guard? Are you here because of the arson?"
Yes.
Okay. I want to let you know that, me and my men, we've done a thorough investigation. It's just kids being kids.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is also my island, so if you have any questions or need any help, I'm just more than happy to assist you at any time.
Okay.
Okay.
And then he'll walk Kevin back over to the front of the hotel and wait for the other 3 agents.
He's going to be like, "I'm sorry, sir. I can't allow Kevin to be within 400 feet of the hotel."
Oh, that's understandable. We'll just walk 400 feet away from the entrance and wait for the other agents.
Okay, sir. Okay. And he looks at his deputy all cocky like too. He's just like, "All right."
But Kevin told us it was 600 feet. So you guys might want to clear that.
Is it 600? I forgot the numbers.
So we would walk whatever distance away from the hotel and just wait for the other agents.
And wait for the other agents?
Yep.
Okay. Well, the sheriff doesn't quite leave. He still kind of like looks at you, and he's just kind of like talking to his deputy. But
it's his island. He doesn't have to leave.
It's his island, So he kind of like takes out his little walkie-talkie. You see him talking to it for a little bit, and he just sits there. He just kind of looks at you, and he's like, you assume he's just kind of like seeing this whole play out. So yeah, he's kind of standing by.
Yeah.
And I think about that, it would be about like a 5-minute transaction for the others to catch up. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. It's safe to say that the rest of you are kind of following suit after Duffy.
Yes.
I come out in the...
Do you go out the front entrance?
Yeah. So remind me again. Am I seeing?
There's just maids, right?
Yeah. Are there people at the hotel? Their employees?
Because it's so early, it's definitely not party central right now.
But I mean, are there other people?
Yeah, there's maids out in the hallway. There's people cleaning up like the cups. I
shoot the first maid I see right in the head. I'm kidding. I don't do that yet.
That's okay.
Keyword there, yet. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of weird shit we're into, but yeah, I want to follow Duffy out, or at least go out the way I think he went, try to find him.
Ace wants to look for that little shitling that let us into the room, Kevin or Trevor or Tyson or whatever the guy's name was.
There was Huxley and Bergen.
Yeah.
Which one was her assistant?
The assistant was Julie. I think it was Julie.
I thought that was Huxley.
Yeah,
I
think
Huxley. Okay, yeah.
Huxley was the smaller guy. Dolph Lundgren was Bergen.
Yeah, Briggs is the big guy. Yeah.
So he wants to look for Trevor.
Yeah, some dude named Huxley is what I wrote down.
Who's Trevor?
Huxley.
Oh.
Ace doesn't remember people's names.
That's right.
Ace has no time to learn people's names.
Yeah.
So you don't go through the front door?
No, as we're walking out, I think he's just like looking around, seeing if he could notice him or anything. Just try to spot him kind of out in the wild.
You don't.
Okay, easy enough.
Yeah, so you get to the front entrance? Do you exit the front entrance?
Yes.
I'm looking for Duffy, is what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see Duffy about 600 feet away from the entrance, and he has Kevin handcuffed. And a little bit further away from Duffy, you see two uniformed officers kind of chatting.
Sheriff Dickbag and his fucking buddy.
Kevin's the one that we're sitting here. Danny DeVito, right?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. Gotcha. And then the sheriff kind of looks up and notices you all come out. What do you guys do?
Hurry my way up to Duffy. And were you using... So we're here as Coast Guard investigators.
Hold on. Let's be real. That was yesterday. We don't know if they're going to remember that conversation.
No, I know. I think meta-wise we don't know, but I think Strauss is he's starting to operate under, okay, what's our cover? My question was going to be, are you using Duffy as the name for your fake cover still?
That is his fake cover name.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then I will hurry over to him and be like, Agent Duffy, what's the situation?
The suspect that we've been discussing, Kevin Roderick, he's under arrest right here for arson. The investigation that we've concluded this morning, and Sheriff Dickbag over here is being a little bit difficult, but I just really want to get Kevin out of here.
So Kevin sees you all come out of the hotel, and just relief comes over him. He's just like, I am so happy to see. Oh my god, have I lost any more off? Oh my god, what would I
Duffy
tell?
Would grip the back of his neck. I don't know if your guys' dad ever did that to you. If I ever talked too much, my dad would kind of grip the back of my neck.
Yeah.
But I would really kind of lean into him, you need to shut the fuck up.
He does not get any hints. He's just going. He's like, oh man, I'm just so happy.
Sir, be quiet. We'll have questions for you. I think we should.
I read him his rights and everything.
So as this is going on, the sheriff kind of meanders over, and he's just like, oh, needs 4 of you. Do you all know each other from this arson investigation?
And I think we can just walk away.
Yeah, we're Coast Guard investigators. We'll handle it from here.
Yeah, who are you? What's your name?
Oh, that's so
and
sorry.
Duffy's gonna walk with Kevin just away from the sheriff.
So sheriff is now talking to Ace, and are you the one you asked the question?
Yeah, that's what his name is.
Okay. Sir, my name is Sheriff DuPont. I'm run this island. I'm the sheriff of this particular island, and it's our home. So if you have any questions or need any help, I assure you we've taken care of the arson situation. But just to let you know, it's my island.
Yeah, good to hear, Bear. Look, we're gonna take care of this from here. You can go do whatever it is you small town hicks want to go do. We'll take care of this.
Go write speeding tickets or something.
Yeah. Go eat some donuts or whatever. We're gonna handle the real big boy stuff here, okay?
And
so
Duffy will
if we need you got a card or anything that we can give you a call on in case we need a.
Never mind. I know your number. It's 911.
Chris, you're such a good asshole. You're so good.
No, this is amazing. I love it. So Sheriff DuPont kind of steps in front of you if you try to walk away, and he's just like, oh, that's great. What did I call the deputy? I forget. Oh, Philip. Philip here has my information. He can get it for you. But I just
No, it's all good. I mean, it's a small island. I'm sure we can find you where we need to find you.
Yeah. And where can I find you?
Don't worry about that. That's none of your concern.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this guy. We're gonna handle that part. You go back to I don't know, find someone fucking a fish or whatever it is you need to do.
this is all like payback for us being assholes to your NPCs.
No, my guy has a terrible, horrible.
No, I love it. It's great.
I'm glad I have this on my side this time.
No, this is amazing.
Chris,
My charisma's a 5. Like, I don't have charm.
You know, it's perfect. Don't change.
That's amazing.
So while the sheriff is just like kind of stalling you, you see like 2 twins of college age, and I based these guys off the Facebook twins, Army Hammer.
The Winklevoss.
The Winklevoss.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Island Boys.
The Island Boys. Different.
Gang.
They kind of like do that, like, you know, preppy run where they don't move their torsos, you know, and they just kind of hop up and down, but they're like in their swimming trunks because anyway. And plus, you know, they might have hangovers, but they're like
So
22.
just people walking by us?
They do the laugh where they don't move their mouths.
Oh yeah, super cocky. And they stop and they stop at the sheriff, and they don't even like acknowledge you guys at all. They're just kind of like talking to the sheriff, and they're like, Sheriff, oh my god. So Spoofer totally just bagged a horse face. We're thinking like he's gonna wake up and try to get out, but we want him to see the horse face. So can you like go up and just like totally bust him for like, I don't know, just like go in there.
I will leave these people. Go for Duffy.
As soon as he's distracted, just break him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Distracted.
You have fun with that, Sheriff Bear. We're gonna head out and just walk away.
Bye.
So you see like the twins just kind of look at you and just like kind of confused, and then they just kind of go back off, and they're just like, yeah, totally just like nail Spoofer. Anyway. So you guys walk away. You have Kevin.
Yes.
Like you see you see the sheriff kind of like radio something, and then like go back talking to the twins.
Write down Spoofer because that sounds.
Spoofer bagged a horse face.
I was thinking like, what would they like? What is college lingo for like
Honestly,
having
I
sex?
think you nailed it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Spoofer bagged a horse face is exactly what I would expect him to say.
Not
I was going for that. Thank you.
So you have Kevin,
Yeah.
and you wandered off.
Well, I didn't wander. This is going to be the where we need your help. Did we take Whisper's car by ourselves, or did we get dropped off by Kevin? Because if we got dropped off by Kevin, I'll walk this distance back to the cafe or wherever we're going. If we didn't, I'm going to go for the car.
I kind of think you guys took Whisper's car.
I think we did too.
Because I don't think Duffy wanted to ride with Kevin anymore.
'Cause
Yeah.
he doesn't trust his
I
driving.
think
What's got the most stubby
I think
legs?
at least once we were like, no, we're driving, and you're in the passenger
Exactly.
seat.
Right.
So we're going to go for Whisper's car
Yes.
to like get in and get Kevin in and then leave.
Sure.
That's what Duffy's
Yeah.
car is.
Yeah.
And as soon as we're out of, I mean, reasonably sure that nobody can hear us. I mean, I just need to question the shit out of Kevin. Like, what the fuck is this?
Well, I think we can wait for maybe the car, because on just walking
Yeah.
away, I think he's going to whisper in Kevin's ear, like, you know I'm going to kill you, right?
Kevin's just gonna be like, not the first time, man.
So I've been looking for a break. You didn't ask me what I was doing in that 5 minutes, and so I want to make
Oh,
sure.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
No, I should have done that.
So I just wanted to make sure that I didn't mean to break the momentum, but I wanted to make sure that like I searched for everything I could. So I know we kind of fast forwarded out of the room, but like I want to make sure that acid reflux would be he would key specifically on the note, like remembering that West was like, said look out for her clues. So like I would look everywhere, like as much as I could in 5 minutes. So
Sure.
I want to make sure like in the room and like outside, like when I'm walking out, like I'm talking moving nameplates off doors, like everything, because like the notes are hidden. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that like he didn't find anything.
No, there's nothing left in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like while I'm leaving, cool. Like front desk. Do I know who Topanga is?
You don't know who Topanga
Okay.
is.
I mean, Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
What?
Boy Meets World.
Yeah. Okay.
Question.
California.
How, what do the plaques look like for the doors?
They're like normal hotel plaques. Like,
Special.
yeah, they just have the engravings on them with the numbers.
So, what if we, at one point, get suits or whatever it is, we come and switch that with another
That's
room,
what I was thinking.
so that when they take us back here, they take us to the wrong room 237, and we can see if something weird happens there.
Or if they know that it is this room,
Yeah.
then we know that they have some sort
So
of...
that's something we could. I mean, that's a pretty elaborate thing to scrape those off the wall
Yeah,
and
that's-
swap them. But
And this just came to me, so I don't think I'm not going to be like, Cody, you should do this. But one thing that I think we should do if we do end up back in that room is take like a knife, and at 8:37 when we wake up, cut the carpet and see what's under the carpet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think if Duffy hadn't bolted, I would have done that. But
Yeah. Well, he was just like first. So in Duffy's, like in my rationale, he's like, I don't know what's up with this hotel, but I did not see that I was going to room 237, or I would have not allowed myself to go in there. So he already thinks that something is up.
Question: Are we basing this in the real world that like today? So is Groundhog's Day a thing? Like, is the movie Groundhog's Day?
Because I was gonna say, I think that's probably one of Duffy's like movies that he's seen.
Right. So I would just want to know: is this a concept that we ourselves would be familiar with, having watched like Groundhog's Day? Or are we saying that movie doesn't exist and we wouldn't know
we're
that?
Also making the assumption that we
Exactly.
looped.
Yeah.
Without real evidence. Because wasn't Kevin just saying, so glad to see us?
Pretty solid evidence that we all blacked out at a specific time and then woke up in a clean room that we destroyed at the...
Could be just a looping room.
I think it's the only thing that we have to go on. It's not specifically what's happening.
This is why I want to talk to Kevin.
This is why that's a great question, because if that movie has existed, I think it's something that we'd be like, oh, this seems like a Groundhog situation.
Yeah, well, I was going to make the comment, but I didn't want to be like out of line if it didn't exist.
If it doesn't exist, I don't think that would be on Duffy's mind.
Sure, it exists. Yeah,
It
right?
exists. It
It's like
just depends on your
2017 or
character would make the...
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So I think instantly he would be looking at something like I think in Ace's mind this is some sort of weird Groundhog's Day thing.
Yeah, I think Duffy is aware of a Groundhog's Day situation, but I think he's like, they did something to me to get me into this room, so they're in on it. We saw something on the floor, so he thinks that they're in on it. Kevin is the one who set this meeting up, and he's like, they're not going to trap me anymore, because that's the big thing, is like, he's like, you trapped me. Like, that is something that Duffy is like, nope, like, you're not going to fucking put me in a box. So he's like, getting the fuck out of there, and he thinks that Kevin has something.
We have cell phones, right?
Yeah, you have cell phones.
What's today? Is it yesterday's date?
No,
So it
Well,
is.
it's a new day.
it's a new day.
So I do have a question. Was it 12:22 p.m.?
It would be
That
AM.
was the switch?
Well, it was
12:21.
AM.
It was AM.
12:21
Like, that's
AM.
like after
Okay,
midnight.
so our meeting was at about 6.
Yes.
We were in the room for about 6 hours.
Yes.
12:21, we time jumped
Skip
to
forward.
8:37 the next day.
Yes.
So if anything, we might not be looping. We are jumping.
We're
time.
missing
But the
time.
lady on
Missing
the
time.
lady on the thing said where nothing ever changes.
That is just one thing that she said. I don't know what that means.
I'm saying.
You know, but
Well,
yeah, I
if we
think
heard
it's a
that,
good-
I think that's
yeah.
what would lead him to believe this is the
Exactly.
Groundhog's
Yeah,
Day thing.
yeah.
It's,
There's
Could
just
be.
a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Interesting.
Well, I
you
need
know,
to
we
talk.
gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to kill somebody, and then we're gonna see if they come back
I
alive.
think we're going to have to
tomorrow.
kill Kevin.
Kevin, put your
I
hand
should
up.
have shot a maid.
I should have shot him.
Why are we killing Kevin?
I don't know.
That Okay, let's fucking put this together. That fucking guy led us to a green box, immediately smashed a phone that there was a note in there that said, send all 4 of them. He sent all 4 of us. They locked us in this fucking demonic sigil
Right, but
room.
but that could have been from Wes
Demonic
saying to send us
sigil.
there
So
because Wes was here before
that's
us.
what
He said the phones didn't start appearing until after Wes.
So you are going to trust this schizophrenic fuck who is smashing these phones and is like, yeah, they just keep repeating, I only answered it once, instead of just simply staying in the green box and seeing what happens.
Well, now we can stay in the green box and see what happens. Because that was your original plan, and then we got stuck in
and
the
then
room.
he fucked us over
So
and
let's-
was
hold
like,
on.
let's go to
All
the
right, we
hotel.
need to talk to Kevin.
We'll stay in the green box one night, and then if whatever happens, then we can kill Kevin after that.
Exactly.
I'm totally fine
not
with
saying
that.
I'm going to blow his brains out. I'm saying we need to tie
Strangle.
him up, put him in the green box, strangle him to death. No, but if we just have him under our thumb and we're
Yeah.
like, you're not fucking moving, Kevin. We're sleeping here tonight. This is what's going on. Like,
This is awesome.
All right. Either way, we need to talk to Kevin.
Okay.
And whatever acid reflux wanted to do in that rest of the time.
I just wanted to ask, like, you asked, like, what exit are we? Like, you said, like, how do you leave?
Yeah.
And so, what do I know about other ways to leave the building? Just like,
I mean, it's a hotel. There's
Right.
multiple ways to
Okay.
leave a
So
hotel
you were
because
just
fire
wondering.
safety and all that jazz.
You can jump out a
so-
window if you want. Cool.
Just in case,
Jodie Foster.
I know it's been a month, so I do want to remind there are things that were found in that you took, like the email with like the wingding password thing that needs
Yeah.
to be decoded. I think you guys took like hotel pins or whatever.
Yeah, there were some in the green box, weren't they?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Green box
yeah.
list right here.
Just because it's been a
I
month,
took
not to
the-
like hold your hand or anything, but
I
it's
took
been a
the,
while. So
I took the police reports of the missing people. I
You did.
remember that.
Yeah.
Do I still have all that?
you have it. Did you carry it with you into
I
the
guess
hotel room?
no. I probably didn't. I probably left it I don't remember. I honestly don't remember if I would have had it physically on my person or if that's just something I wanted to
You
investigate.
want to roll for it?
No, I don't think I would have carried it into the meeting with her. I think I would have had it like in the car or back at our room.
Okay.
I don't
It could
think
be left in the
we
car.
would have played that hand that early.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure I had it and didn't leave it in the green
Okay,
box.
so it is the next day. So we know that we are not back in time.
About 9 a.m. Yep.
So it's if yesterday was the 22nd, today's the 23rd or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the next day. That is what the radio said.
Okay. So
That's what the radio said, or that's what our cell phones and a calendar says?
Oh, well, calendar and your cell phone say.
Okay,
The
okay.
specific date wasn't announced in the
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we've decided upon a date, but
Yeah.
that's why I was
Right,
just
it is
making
the next
sure.
day.
Yeah.
Next day is what's important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning of day 2.
So I guess I mean, if we're either traveling or whatever, as soon as I can, I'm gonna try to finally crack open that email. Whenever you want to slot
Sure.
acid reflux doing that in.
What's your int?
Oh yeah.
I know. I get to ask all these pertinent questions now. I'm so excited.
Where she go?
I got decided whether I'll just give it to you or not.
Yeah.
I'm in charge now.
Is it folded up there?
Apparently, I lost my stats. That's all I know.
That's okay. I gotta look for my green box.
Is it maybe still in your folder?
Boop. I literally just had it.
Is it in your envelope?
So when I opened up my notebook, I know there was a folded up thing in there. I'm like, oh yeah, there's my character sheet.
Oh, there it is.
Aha. Somehow it's
That
been all over
character
here.
sheet has been through it, brother.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, my intelligence is 17.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. So I'm gonna say you crack this password code pretty swiftly. It's if an idiot couldn't solve this, you do it in like a millisecond in your head. You don't even need the computer. You're great. You're
Nice.
golden.
Nice.
Okay, so you get into this email, and the email is Jesus is Love, 1969.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay,
69.
Tight.
just for the record, I just wanted to say that Paula had the best idea for this. She said I should actually make the email and then, put these emails in the account. But
It's
then
probably
I was
already
like,
taken.
but like it's probably already taken. But then also like I didn't want someone to have to like log it out of their email and then log in, and like that's pretty
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna give it to you.
They're pretty cool though.
Thank you, Paula, for all your amazing ideas. All right. I'm watching. But anyway, email. There's 5 emails unread in this email account.
Okay.
And where are you doing this?
I got my laptop and I'm either hotspotting my phone or whatever. However, we're gonna
Is this during the?
It's probably on the drive back.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. Is anyone watching what he's doing, or is it just him?
Well, we're talking to Kevin.
Yeah,
you guys
I
are
have
talking-
I have a
gun trained on Kevin.
Yeah.
Naturally, I have.
How big is this car?
It's a 5-seater. I mean, people in the back are squished, but I mean, you guys can all sit in there, especially Kevin because he's
Kevin's
like
in
half.
the fucking middle.
Who's driving?
Me, Duffy.
So how about I'm driving? Our good buddy Reflex is in the passenger seat,
And we're in the
you
back
two are in
with
the back with Kevin between you, interrogating him.
If you would like that.
I'm just saying that makes the most sense. If you guys are going to try to question him,
Yeah.
it makes sense for you guys to be in the back and then us two to be in the front.
I just figured we could all question because I'd be surprised. I'd be fucking shocked if any of us didn't have a question for him.
Ace has got a cigar. He's got the window down. He's just smoking a cigar.
Oh,
as
that's
he's
very
driving.
character accurate. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So naturally, Reflex has a privacy screen on his laptop, so you can't see it at an
No,
angle.
so it's just
you have to
you.
be right in front to see
No.
what's on there.
That's
Yep.
great. Now I
right
don't
in
have to
front
do a
to
lot
see
of
what
math.
kind of titties he's looking at.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 5 unread emails in this email account, and they're all just numbered. Their titles are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like the subject line or
Subject.
the sender.
The sender is unknown. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you can. I mean, I can scrape metadata from the emails. It's like, is there anything interesting from like the metadata before I even open them?
I love when you talk technical.
You know what? I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, what is it?
That's a 20.
That's a 20. Yeah.
Yep. Or 200.
Yeah. I was just
If you get metadata, you discover that the emails originated from the island.
like
The IP address
yeah.
is from the island.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, the IP address that sent them. The coordinate. Okay, perfect. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So I open them oldest first, oldest to newest.
oldest?
Yeah, I guess, like, what is the, when were they all sent? Because I should be able to see that.
Yeah, they were all set within minutes of each other the previous day.
The previous day.
Huh.
What time the previous day?
About 9 in the morning.
9 a.m., okay. Okay. Yeah, so I started oldest to newest.
Oldest, newest. Okay. So the first one that you open, it just says, if you're reading this, someone thought you'd need this. I hope it finds you well. And it's just, and there's like some JPEG documents attached. Do you open the JPEGs?
Scan that shit for a virus before you do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I do all my normal
Yeah, you scan.
cybersecurity bullshit.
Yeah, they're just normal JPEGs.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So I take a look at so you're talking like when I open the oldest one, it has multiple JPEGs attached to it.
Yes.
Okay. Start going through them.
Okay. The JPEG is just multiple photos of Tiffany and Frederick Mallows, and they're all in like ceremonial robes.
Whoa.
Oh.
Tiffany and Frederick. Is
See,
Frederick the
That's the guy
deceased
who's
guy?
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffany's the lady we talked to. The
Trophy
lovely
wife.
Yeah.
Gold digging wife.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't know that.
So they got robes.
That's a lot of assumptions you make.
Yeah, well, I hate her. So
So it's just multiple of that.
Yeah.
Like each one is.
Yeah, I
different
mean, there's like
angles.
different people in there. They're not really labeled, but they're all wearing the same robes, and they're all just like happy, smiling.
What do the robes look like?
They're
You're not
white
there.
and gold. White
Privacy
and
screen.
gold.
I'm just asking in general.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah.
White and gold robes.
these are not things I'm going to use as a character. I'm just asking.
If Reflux isn't
So
noticing them,
I would ask that. He's asking for me.
Yeah.
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 Thank you. So okay, cool. And like the room itself, does it look like anything descriptive? Is there anything interesting about the room, the environment they're in that should be either relatable
It's
or
like a cloth backdrop. You might see some like candelabras. You see like some stone armatures off to the side that isn't really focused on, but kind of looks like whatever building they're in is probably like a very old structure. But you don't see a whole lot.
old structure? Interesting. Okay. All right, cool. Well, if there's anything else you would tell me, let me know. But otherwise,
Email through.
nothing in their hands, no identifications on their robes.
Well, I mean, other than like you met Tiffany, so you know what she looks like. I'm gonna say in the debriefing, you know what Frederick Mallows looks like, even if he's aged now. They're just kind of, they don't really have anything in their hands. They're just kind of like smiling and posing for the photo, like, "Oh, we're doing it! Oh my god!"
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
exactly.
excited.
Like, yeah, triumphant. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like okay. All right, fair. I'm not going to press you for more because you probably told me everything I need to know about these, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you looked at some of the other photos, you'd see like other people wearing like the golden
Golden white.
same.
golden robe, and then you kind of see it in their hands. They're like they're holding like different kind of like instruments, but they're just kind of like showing them off,
like musical instruments.
yeah. So there's like a flute and like a drum, and then there's like a bell, and they're all just kind of like look
They're
at
weird
show and
hippie band.
tell. Yeah,
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, cool. So that's the first email.
that's the first email.
Okay, second.
Second email is just blueprints of a fancy coastal resort, which at the top is labeled the Hemlock. Do you do? Well, I'll let you. You're the player. I don't know what you do, man.
I'm writing blueprints for the Hemlock.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I just would scrub through those blueprints for anything. I guess blueprints are usually labeled on the labeled on the axis of sort of metadata about what is this about, like description of the thing, who it was commissioned by, who it was for, maybe stuff like that, like how many pages, they'd be like page 1 of 5, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So you look through these and you kind of do figure should I make you make a crafting check to read these? But I don't know. I'll just give it to you. You go through these. There's about 6 or 7 pages. The structure, infrastructure, wiring, all that stuff. The thing that would probably take notice to you the most is that if you would probably circle in on room 237 specifically, and you note that there is no foundation under that room that was built.
Whoa.
Wouldn't the first floor be under that room?
I know, it's weird, right? It's almost like something to note.
So wait, so you're saying if I look the place below room 237, there's nothing there, or what do you mean?
It's not in the blueprints.
It's empty in that spot.
It's just empty.
Typically, they would have layouts for pouring the concrete, pathways, tunnels, and then
Yeah.
there's just nothing there.
There's nothing.
So I mean, because there'd normally be a first floor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 237 would be on the second floor.
Yeah.
So right underneath it.
So is there
It's
a room?
not on the blueprint.
What about the neighboring room, like 236?
So, no, wait,
like,
that
what-
doesn't make any sense. The answer has to be there's a blank spot on the blueprint?
There's a blank spot on the
Okay,
blueprint.
that's what
Yeah.
we're trying to figure
So,
out.
so
Yeah.
136 is not blank, but 137 is blank, basically.
137 is blank. 136 normal room.
Okay, perfect, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then it like you were saying, like there might be parts of these layers of these blueprints might be more like like the structural foundation or whatever, like a basement or crawl space. Or is there another layer below the first floor essentially?
It is unknown.
It is. Like there is no page for that.
There is no page.
I thought they told us that there were like spots underneath.
Mm.
I thought when we walked to the elevator and whatnot, I thought they said there was like a little floor. I could be wrong. But I thought when we asked them about it, they said there was like they had some floors under like
Interesting.
I think
below.
so. Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you this since I'll give
I
it
feel
to
like
you.
because I think we asked them like, "Where's the security room?" And they're like
And we were going down to it.
yeah, we were going down.
I will say that like any foundation pages that you might find that like would say where the concrete is laid or whatever, the place where 137 would be, so whatever is under 137 is just blacked out. It's like confidential. That's
So
like
just
black.
so I'm,
Native burial.
just so he's understanding, 237 on the map blacked out, 137 on the map blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I just want to make sure we weren't confusing that.
Basement room under 137 is blacked out.
blacked out.
Yeah.
What
'cause,
about
like,
337?
Oh, no more room.
Yeah, so like you said it a specific way. Like when I asked if there was a layer for the entire basement below 100, like first floor, you said that there wasn't a page for that, right? Or that there was a page, but the entire thing is like no data.
There is a page, no data.
There is a page, no data. Got
Yes.
it. Like the entire floor.
Entire floor.
Love it.
No data.
Love
Okay.
it. Is there another page even below that does have data?
No, but that'd be cool.
Okay, so that's as far as depth. That is the last page.
Last page.
Go as low.
Yep.
Height wise. Okay, perfect. Thank you for that clarification. No foundation. No page. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything more interesting on these pages. I know there's going to be a lot of emails, guys. Sorry for this. Is cool data though. I love this.
No, it's good to know.
This is super cool. So, and I'm, by the way, like we're doing discussions, but I'm like going to relay this at a specific time, and so this emulates that conversation at that point when I share this information.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm purposely not taking notes because I don't know yet. So.
yeah, you can. You can basically like essentially say that like eventually we talk about it or whatever. But okay. You said there was like wiring diagrams. Is there anything interesting about the wiring that I notice around 237 or?
No, not particularly. It's just normal wiring, boring for anyone that doesn't really care about it.
Okay, so there would be a server room theoretically, some kind of like IT like closet.
Yeah.
The
be
wiring
pathways to it.
Yeah, the wiring diagram would make that very clear.
Yeah.
Can I locate that?
You can locate that.
And where is it?
It is behind the front desk. There's like a massive like room behind the front desk. You'd assume it would be back
Each
there.
floor would have one, right? Typically,
Typically, yeah.
there would be a server room or a IT closet on every floor.
So that there might be like IDF closets, but like usually, yeah, like what you're saying is there's one like main one.
Yeah.
Right, but there'll be
Yeah,
ancillary
but-
ones on each floor.
Absolutely.
So
Because I knew that too.
you can't run you can't run cable that far. So
Yeah.
before you start losing signal.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Room behind front desk is IT closet or server room or whatever. All right.
Unless it's fiber you can run like crazy.
We're all wireless here at the Hemlock.
So I guess like in terms of emulating when we all discuss this, I would forward this information and ask if anyone else has any more information they'd like to dig through these while we're doing it, just for the sake of simplicity. Does anyone else want any more from these blueprints at this time?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we got them if we need them.
Yes.
I
Okay.
mean, the only thing I'm going to need to know is where to start the fire to burn the whole hotel down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, hold
always
on.
a fire.
I don't need that. Cause
Yeah,
now that
West
I
already
said,
told us.
I'll say now that
Yeah.
there's a notebook with a plan on how to do it in the green box.
The entire island, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to solve your mystery in 4 episodes by burning it down. All
That is a. Yeah, I mean, I put that in there just in case. You could do that if you wanted.
right, but I don't know. As for your blueprint question, there's nothing else.
Okay. Oh, I have one more.
Yeah.
Structurally, if there was any like hidden departments or hidden rooms, it would become kind of obvious because there'd be like a space there where like a
Yeah.
room would be,
Or blacked out like
whatever.
the other rooms.
Yeah. Is there any other anomalies like that?
There
either?
isn't.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, I move on to the. Is there anything else in the second email, or what you got, Chris?
Ace would kind of be smoking his cigar, but like, the main lady's office. What's her name? Is there any ulterior entries into that room that we can be made aware of? So that big fucker can't. We can get past him if needed.
Very smart. Yeah, good.
I would think Ace would want to just like see if you could beat up brigands. But
He could, but
He doesn't need to prove it. He
I don't know the rest of these guys. So.
he'd just be like Indiana Jones and shoot him.
Oh, don't trust me. I thought about that.
I did too.
I am going to shoot somebody. By
We're
the
not
end
that
of this.
crazy yet. Like
Yeah,
I'm trying to. He's still 55 sanity. I think once he hits like 50 sanity, then like that's where it's going to start to degrade. But until then, he's
You'll
still.
get there at one point.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, is there anything like he was saying notable about that main room that Tiffany's in terms of exits, entries, like ways that she or we might use?
Is there like a panic room or anything like that?
I mean, you do see a panic room, but like that's just like if you're like a billionaire, you're gonna have a panic room. That's just what billionaires have. Nothing to note, but it is behind one of the paintings in the back.
I think that's something that we could note. That if she starts moving that way, we know. Like that's what the panic room
No, I
is.
love it.
Sure.
Yeah, shoot her.
Shoot before that.
Yep. Shoot her
All
before
right,
she gets
so
to the panic
that's,
room.
Right in
that's
the
it
leg.
for the second email and the blueprints. If that's all in the second email.
Oh, that is all that's in the second email.
Third email.
Third email. You see a photo of all the Delta Green agents that were lost. Well, that were sent previously. So Rhapsody, Kingston, Faust, and West. And then you see X's over the faces of Faust, Rhapsody, and Kingston, but not West. And then the written underneath that is "We didn't stay together."
Yep. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm going to take this moment to say this. When I was like recalling the note from West, it said something about like you need all four, right? So that makes sense. That makes sense in like backwards facing that we're only here because we had all four, and that's why we're not shooting ourselves as West instructed, right? So clearly we got lucky. We got all four, but I was wondering if it also meant that we need to be four like when the reset happens or any other time. Like I want to make sure that we don't split off and do some other bullshit and then like we reproduce the thing where we don't have four people and then we die. So like I'm thinking to be safe, let's like return to the room.
I don't know if I want to ever do that.
I don't know.
I think we should all be together by like 11 or 10 o'clock. We should all be together.
Okay, at least
We have
together.
cell phones. We can give each other's numbers if they're not already pre-programmed in there that Delta Green gave us. But I think there should be a solid point of like every day at like 10 p.m. we meet back up. So that if whatever this because we're going to find out tonight, right?
Yeah.
If this reset happens while we're in the green box, we'll know then, but we all should be there to be safe.
But then if it doesn't, we need to go to the basement because we heard chanting before this shit happened. So they're doing some kind of weird ass ritual.
So what was the note that said "send all four"? That was a note to Kevin. It said, "Kevin,
Yes.
send all four."
Right,
And where
yes.
did we find that?
In the green box.
In the green box.
In the green box.
And he got that from. It shows up every
kind of like
morning.
Shows
Less-
up every morning along with the cell phone on the desk.
I feel
Which
like it's less of a
he's-
green box and more his conspiracy room.
Exactly. He smashed the phone.
Yeah.
But he trusts the letter. So, like, I don't think he knows. I truly don't think he knows what's going
Well,
on.
let's get back to the green box, and if the phone's there, we'll answer it.
That,
Yeah.
I know.
So we'll get there.
Yeah.
But with what Cody was saying with send all four, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I'm with you, but all I know is that we're alive now.
Right.
Okay. And
we were four. So.
and we were four, and the thing that like Wes said was like stay together. Well, like it was B4, and then this email, which is good data, is saying stay together. I'm just saying Reflux is
Makes
risk
sense.
averse. Okay, Like, I'm saying we need to not only make sure that we're together, but like we shouldn't even split up because what if something happens to the person who split up that then prevents them from coming back, and then we're all fucked. Like, we need to genuinely be together almost
We'll
at all
figure it
times. That's all I'm saying. We'll figure it out. No, I need an agreement right now.
I grab the wheel and throw us off the island.
I'm driving.
I start shooting in the car. No,
right,
I don't necessarily agree with you, but I don't think you're
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm
I think
just-
it's
no.
a good thing to prep.
I have to say my piece. That's my piece.
I think Ace is like, we probably should hit up that radio station too and talk to the DJ. Figure out exactly what she knows.
I like that.
Some of the things she said this morning
Yeah.
might help fill in.
Okay, so back to the note. So it said, be together. Anything else?
No, that's all that's in that email.
Okay, so it was the photos of all of them. And then the other agents, I forget, like, Mike And hold on, sorry, I'm going back to my notes here.
Sorry, there's a lot of people. I know.
Yeah, no, it's good. So Agent Hogan and Whisper, they're not they're not the agents that came. Like, it was
No,
Rhapsody.
no.
Yeah, I'm just
They're
making sure.
retired
Okay.
Delta Green agents that
Yes.
just happen to be
Okay,
on that.
perfect. So those other agents, yeah, they're rip and pepperoncinis.
Well, now you would assume so. Like before, it was like unknown,
Right.
but now you would assume so.
And so that would make sense. So yeah, like West is the one we're trying to rescue, and she doesn't have an X on her face.
She doesn't.
So okay, cool.
It'd be funny if she did,
Yeah,
but she doesn't.
All right, so that's it for the third email. Fourth,
Fourth email. In the fourth email, there's just more JPEGs.
let's go through them.
All right, go through them. These are similar to the JPEG photos that you would see in the deli, the Beth Palakiko's deli. You guys already took a look at them. They kind of have like a roster kind of feel. They're very old-timey photos. They're kind of like not a super high resolution, but you do read what's underneath the photos, and it's just another roster. So some similar names that were in the deli photos. It's just Malos, Palakiko, Pruitt, and Graves.
Okay.
Just people.
Yeah.
People, like historical people that have been on the island for a long time.
All right. Are
Or-
these important? Do I need to write these down?
Yes.
Okay. Well then.
Well, I mean, you don't have to.
Then repeat them slower.
Okay, but I mean,
She could also just give us the handout.
yeah. Well, I can't give you this.
Yeah.
This is my handout. Okay, it is
Malos. Okay, go ahead.
Malos. Yeah. So for the Malos, there's multiple names for Malos. There's Flora, Fauna, and Frederick.
Yes.
Malos, Flora, Fauna,
And then Palakiko.
Palakiko, and Frederick.
Yep.
Frederick.
Frederick. Well, there's Frederick Malos, Flora Malos,
Oh.
Fauna Malos. There's three Malos.
Frederick Malos. So it's Frederick, Flora, and Fauna Malos.
Malos.
Got it.
Yes.
And Palakiko.
Palakiko. There's John and James Palakiko.
Sorry, I blanked the first name.
No, John and James. John James Palakiko.
James. All right. Sick.
There is Herman Pruitt.
Okay.
And Lenore Graves.
That's tied to
That's a lot of people.
Sarah Pruitt, I'm assuming.
I mean, roll for intelligence. Okay, that's it.
All right. Whew. A lot of names. We're gonna have to parse that out later.
Yeah.
All right. And that's all the JPEGs in this email, or
That has all the JPEGs in that
now,
email.
was that all in one, or like one picture, or was that like a series of pictures that individually had?
That's just like a roster in one picture. You know, in like a school photo, you have like everyone like lining up, and then you have like the names of everyone underneath.
Yes.
That was like that.
So it was one picture.
One picture
with a roster.
with the roster.
Got it. And was the roster in the picture, or was it like in
It was
the
in the
email?
it was in the
body?
picture. Yeah, it was written underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Email 5, last one.
Email 5. More JPEGs.
Let's do it.
All right. Written in the email is, I see you, but I don't know that you are there. And you open up the JPEG. And you see the eye image flashing on your screen. And it just starts going...
So that's it was in the notebook and under the
Carpet.
the carpet.
yeah, that image.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just keeps flashing on your screen. I need you to make a stand roll.
Oh boy.
Good thing you have that blocker so I don't have to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yikes. So that's a failure. 94.
Ooh, okay, so you're going to... Yeah, you're going to take... I don't have a D4.
I got one for you if you want.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, lucky. You take 1 point of sand damage, but as a result of your failure, you're going to try to exit the vehicle while it's moving.
Oh my word.
So,
Glad I did this in a car.
yeah. So, like, you're just kind of like, your brain is resetting, like, I need to get back to that eye image where I saw it. So you're just kind of like not
Oh,
lucid.
shit.
So you just kind of like push your laptop off of your lap, you unlock the door, and you just exit the
I
vehicle.
unbuckled my seatbelt.
And that's the end of this episode.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks for listening. I finally got to leave on a cliffhanger, guys.
There you
Woo!
go.
All right, stay tuned next week.
That felt good?
Yeah, it did feel good.
So yeah, we this is our first time getting together in the new year as we record this. And so I thought, maybe we should go over our top 5 of one subject. Just go through it, since that's typically what people do at the end of the year, the beginning of the new year. You say, hey, what did I like about last year? And I didn't want to subject everybody to like, everybody pick music, because not everybody is that. And, so I figured just pick a subject that you are interested in, and then give us your top 5 of said subject matter. Could be anything. I don't care. Like, best anal scenes, best music, best movies. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. Whatever you want to put out to that universe, put it out there. So
I'm glad you brought that, because I had a pretty good topic, but I'll let everybody else go with their normal stuff first.
Just on the edge of my seat with that.
I love it. Who wants to go first?
I think Cody and I will go first, because we're kind of joined with this, because funnily enough, before you even brought this up, we went through our top 5 video games that we played in 2023 and like came out in 2023.
Actually, I put it on a notepad for no reason, and then it actually ended up being useful.
Exactly. And I sent you those photos, by the way, if you needed to recall what you said, because both of our answers differed.
Oh, nice. You can see some infight, some couple fighting here.
Right. So basically, there was 2 sections, because like one of the things I love to do is watch Cody play video games while I'm like knitting or crocheting. It's just one of my things. So I'm like a passive person watching the video game.
It's like in-person Twitch streaming.
A fake gamer.
Yeah, a fake gamer, basically. Don't put me to the test, because I will fail.
Appreciator.
Because that was my first babysitter. It's like the babysitter would just play video games, and I would just watch him play video games.
Me,
so like,
yep.
That's how I enjoy myself now.
Smart guy.
Yeah, super smart.
I watch people play video games while I play video games, because it's just background noise. So
yeah.
True.
So Cody and I did my top 5 with like what I enjoyed as a passive player, watcher. And then Cody did his top 5 of like he's actually playing it.
Active player.
I like
That's right. Gamer alert.
So yeah, I texted you the notepad, because I knew that you'd probably need the visual representation.
Thanks.
So the one I loved to watch the most was Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
That was just
my brother said that's
game.
amazing.
Beautiful game. Like, and like Cody has a different, because like the gameplay and the way that
we'll get into it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get into it. We did not agree, by the way. We did not agree on this list. But so yeah, the first one I was definitely impressed with was Final Fantasy 16. The character design story was just like, it really had me enthralled. I could watch that game over again, and you could play it probably different. It was just really intriguing.
Nice.
So the second one, this was like recently played. We played it at the end of December, so I didn't think it'd be so highly rated, but Lies of P.
Oh, dude, I am so ready to play that game.
Oh,
it's just,
yeah.
I've got to
you
get through another game.
Good.
Yeah, you are.
Got to finish what I'm playing right now, because I don't want to stop. But Lies of P looks so good.
So good. And then Cody put in parentheses aesthetic godliness, because like that's why I loved it so much. It was goth. It was basically a Souls game.
I mean, it is. It's Pinocchio Dark Souls.
Exactly. Yeah. It's amazing. And like, I definitely have a thing for main characters that are not human, but try to be humans. That's like, I don't know why. I just really am into those storylines.
Which we also played Talos Principle. So that's like,
exactly.
basically similar principle.
Okay.
And there's something about, you remember at the beginning of Hellboy, like, Ron Perlman version, like, he was like, what makes a man?
The bad ones, yes, gotcha.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Got him.
Excuse me.
But
As
like,
a 12-year-old, I love those movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to go see Hellboy in
Hellboy
theater.
2 is a really good movie.
It's a good movie.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I went to go see Hellboy like eight or nine times in theater when it came out, and
God
like
damn.
that whole aspect at the beginning of the movie was like, what makes a man, really stuck with me.
Sure.
So like that kind of traveled with me to like, what does make a man? Like what? How far do you have to go to what categorizes you as like an actual person? So
We already know the answer.
Ron Perlman?
No, it's the woman in his arms, because she has big titties.
No, that's acceptable. That's acceptable.
That's what Data said in that episode of Next Generation.
It's true, yeah.
The measure of the man
Right.
when he was on trial. For
There's
being
a South Park,
Gotcha.
Now You're a Man song.
big titties.
Yep.
Which is like, now you're a man. What makes a man is its power in his hands.
Okay. So yeah, it's a thing. Now I know it's a thing. I didn't know it was originally a thing, but now I know it's a thing. So the third place was it's technically a new game, so I'm just gonna put that out there. Resident Evil 4 remake.
Oh, nice.
Can I get
That counts, yeah.
that Leon Kennedy action? I just can't.
Great game.
I have had a crush on Leon Kennedy since on my Gaia Online account, my profile was just Leon Kennedy everywhere.
Yeah.
So like Leon Kennedy has a special place in my heart. So when I saw that they were making Resident Evil 4 remake, I'm like, making Cody play this for me.
Yep.
And there's just like that gameplay though, like his like step back kicks when he just like went right through an enemy was so satisfying to watch. Oh
it was
man,
really well done.
So
'cause
well
when
done.
a zombie gets up in your face, you just do a full 360 like back kick, bam, and then you like point your gun right at their face and blow off their head. It's amazing.
so good. And it just seeing Cody try to redo these scenes were just like. And by the way, Cody chooses the hard mode every single time, which is entertaining to watch also because you see his brain working and how to like successfully do this next scenario the best way possible.
I'm raising up, bitch.
I died once. I gotta go back and do it again so I don't die.
Oh
Exactly.
man. Oh.
Exactly.
That and I ate a Wong. I mean, come on. It's just, anyway. Yeah. So my number 4 pick was Talos Principle because puzzle games, I like it. Also, What Makes a Man? Like you play as a robot solving puzzles. Like sign me up. I love puzzles. I love feeling smart for a little bit of time and then put another thing in front of me so I can feel smart again.
And we didn't have a number 5.
We didn't have a number 5, but
What would you choose?
I would choose probably Tears of the Kingdom.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, it was up there, but it was just like another copy-paste Zelda game for me. It was pretty. It was well done. It deserves a spot, but would I play it again? Probably not.
Gotcha. Okay.
But my top 5.
All right, I will go through this a little bit faster. Okay, because some of those games she already mentioned. All right, top one, number 1 of the year, best game 2023. It actually was Talos Principle 2.
Nice.
I think I mentioned that already.
Yeah.
This game, I know it's like each person. Like for me, caught me off guard. I did not expect it's a $30 game. Like they don't even charge that much, and like it was a philosophical exploration and just the best puzzle game. It was those two things. If you want like philosophy. It put in a place where they like posit things to you and you have to respond and your actions matter. Like exploring this, I won't go into it, but like the world they're exploring with philosophy is amazing. It's a post-human world. The human race has been annihilated and it's just robots that humans created, but are really good AI. In fact, it's even cooler than that. Like before humans died, they created this project before they were dying, like it was a pandemic essentially. And as they were dying, they created the simulation, which would eventually, 1,000 years later, create the first AI. So it's like humans have been long gone before the first robot spawned. And so you're playing as like the 1,000th robot. And essentially society they've all determined that they don't want to create more than 1,000 because they don't want to repeat the folly of the human race. And so it comes down to like, all of that exploration of like what's a society of robots look like, energy conservation, should they explore, but they have the creativity of humans, so they want to explore, but they're like trying to be stoics and like contain themselves so as not to harm the planet. But then they're like, how important is consciousness? Is it important? Should we explore it? Is it a duty for us to explore or to like spread consciousness throughout the universe? Right, all those things. So anyways, super good philosophical exploration, and then puzzles, great puzzles. So that's number 1. I said that I wouldn't be as long as Misha, and here I am ranting. Okay, number 2, Liza P, amazing game. I'm just gonna say it. She already said it's amazing. 3, Resident Evil. Oh, sorry, I think I'm reading her list. Am I? No. Yes, I am. Okay. So, 2 is Hollow Knight. I actually played Hollow Knight this year.
Oh, have you not played it before?
So
this
that's
year?
the thing. This is my list of games I played in 2023.
Yeah,
so it didn't come out in 2023.
Hollow Knight is a fucking masterpiece. That game
good.
is so good.
There's games that I like play once and I go, damn, I'm just like not into this right now. Witcher 3 was one of them where I'm like, I don't get it. And then I come back and when I'm like ready for it, and I'm like, yes, this is the best game. I just like sometimes, you just like you can't force yourself, but like let yourself be open minded. Like you got to be in the mood for a game. Then 3, Liza P, and then 4, Axiom Verge was an indie game that I just Metroidvania, super good. Yeah, thank you. Number 2. I played 1 previously. Yeah, this is Axiom Verge 2. Just super good. Like I don't know, just like that if you're into like Metroid type games, like Metroidvanias, like this game is tops for that. And Sea of Stars is the honorable mention number 5. So yeah,
I just picked up Dave the Diver. That's a really fun game too.
Oh yeah,
really fun, cute little game.
Super cute.
You dive in the water and then you make sushi.
I did play that one. I am somewhat of a gamer
It's a lot
myself.
of fun. So
Somewhat.
I'm a gamer.
I guess I can go next. I'd probably surprise nobody. I picked music. So these are albums that were released in 2023 that were probably my top albums. Number 5 was Vastum, Inward to Gethamine. I got in that one super late, but the riffs were just tasty, really good shit. I really, really like that one.
I kind of think sometimes you make these names up.
I'm not making that up.
I think we did.
We
look
went
at
over
this
this
one.
one.
We went over this one.
This
Inward to
specific
Gethamine.
one.
Yeah.
Number 4 was Bell Witch's Future Shadows Part 1, The Clandestine Gate.
Nice.
It's another, I mean, it's Bell Witch. They don't miss.
Yeah,
It is incredibly well crafted. It feels more hopeful. And I think maybe when I listened to it was right after a friend's death. And so there was kind of the sense I got was like a storm breaking and kind of the light coming in on the other side was a lot of the kind of the way the music made me feel. So I think that was a big part of it.
Weird for Bell Witch.
Yeah, it was. There was that partially like, oh, things might be better. And you don't. I mean, it's funeral doom. So, but yeah, that one was just absolutely incredible. It's such a well put together album that I loved it. Another one from 2023 that I really liked was the new Hope Conspiracy EP, which if anybody knows me, Hope Conspiracy is like my favorite band. Probably of one of my favorite bands of all time. I'm going to get you the name right now because I don't remember. It's like in a row. It's Confusion, Chaos, Misery. It dropped like second week of December randomly, and it is like their first album since 2007.
Oh, damn.
I didn't even know they put a new album.
It doesn't fucking miss. Like if you, because Death Knows Your Name was 2006.
Wow.
So this is their first release of anything since 2006, and
That's wild.
Picks up right where Death Knows Your Name left off. Like same aggression, same pissed off anger, same like everything, pointing out the flaws of humanity, and it is just absolutely incredible. Like it like floored me how fucking well it was. I was like, oh shit! Like I thought maybe they'd miss a beat, or maybe it would be different in a sense, but
Right. I mean, after almost 20 years.
yeah, it was incredible. Number 2 was the Worm and Unending Dream split, Starspawn. I think that I forget what the name is. But it was, if you like Dream Unending and you like Worm and you want to hear them do so both of them are kind of Starpath. Sorry, that's the name of the album. Both of them are like Dream Unending is just kind of this weird avant-garde kind of death metal. Like it's very death metal-y music, but it's much more like ambient, atmospheric, and it kind of like goes on a journey. It's not necessarily just like, I'm gonna rip your skull out and fuck it kind of shit. Like it goes.
After riff.
Yeah. And Worm is this kind of weird, like gothic doom death metal band that's all about like the swamp and like witches and stuff like that. And like they're like, they look like your typical like black metal like people. So like they have face paint, like they look like they're vampires, but they write like amazing riffs, but like it's just well crafted, densely put together music. Like they have like keyboards and ambient noise and everything. It's just, they're well done. Like Forever Glades is just a fantastic album. It was last year, but
You had me at Witch and Swamp.
really good. But my number 1 album of the year is probably going to shock some people. It's Bully, Lucky for You. Bully is a one-piece female band. It's just one lady. Wow. She tours with a group. It's basically like kind of like a post-punk Nirvana in a sense. So it's like very grungy and punk rock and whatnot, but her songs have so much emotion in them, and like it is just absolutely incredible. She fucking kills. Every song she writes is fantastic, and it's very awesome to see her getting more and more successful with each album she releases. And the newest one is just, it's great. Like from front to end, like one of the last songs is just like her, like a straight up like punk album, like just basically like, fuck the patriarchy and like taking away women's rights for like getting abortions and stuff like that the Supreme Court is doing, and it's just really refreshing to hear. And just everything is so well put together. Like there's that nice right level of pop and like punk and rock that intermix on the album that it's my favorite album of the year.
Damn,
Nice.
Definitely would not have accepted that.
I know. So
Since Tyler wants to go last.
I can go next. I was just going to ask if you want to go last.
No, I'm okay. I also did my top 5 albums because it's the only thing I pay attention to in the course of a year. But they're going to be the only one that's in order is number 1. I have an overall favorite, and then everything else is kind of whatever. Just to go through the list, the first one is a band called Nightmarer. The album is Deformity Adrift. It's just like this really awesome, heavy, dissonant death metal album. That's just really well done. They also did, they like remixed and remastered that whole album. this
Oh, wow.
year. So they put out that album, and then it's called like Deformity Adrift, like reissue, and it's just like whole new mixes, and it's amazing. The second one is a band called Blindfolded and Led to the Woods, which is another just like really heavy
Damn.
death metal band.
that
The
name.
album
It's
is
a good name.
Reject Obliteration, or I think it might be Rejecting Obliteration, but that one is way more riffy than like Nightmare. It's not distant or anything. It's just like relentless. The third is a band called Voyager, the album Fearless in Love. It's like 1980s prog rock if you made it today in Australia.
I think you shared them with us.
Yeah,
I
they're
really
amazing.
like them.
They're so good. The next one is this electronic artist that goes by Teeth. It might even be like Asterix Teeth. That's how I have to find them every time. Cody, this might be right up your alley.
Oh yeah.
It's the album is called Lost Memories, and I don't know, it's a drum and bass album, but it's like the tags on Bandcamp say ambient breakcore drum and bass, and it's like
Whoa.
a 2001 Japanese horror game drum and bass soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
It's-
you got me.
it's really
I'm
good.
I
gonna
will
check that out.
definitely check that out too.
I don't know what breakcore is, but I want to find out.
Right?
It's basically like jungle drum and bass,
Okay,
like
yeah.
the old like
Yeah.
Bongo drum.
I know. I think jungle. I think I've heard jungle before.
yeah, just like old. Think of like old like PS2 like game music, menu music.
I think
Racer.
of George of the Jungle with the gorillas.
What?
And the
No.
Bongogram.
My favorite album of the year was the Zenith Passage. The album Data Elysium was just this like perfect archetype of tech death. It's exact everything I wanted in a tech death album. It is amazing. It's so good.
Nice.
And then I have two honorable mentions because I fucking suck. I apologize. The band Agriculture. It's a self-titled called Agriculture. They are like this progressive black metal band that is really good. They opened up for Chat Pile this year. If you're into that. And then the band
I've not heard of any of these things you're saying.
the band Realize. Chris, I don't know if you got into Realize.
I feel like I
That
know.
industrial band.
Yeah, they were good.
That is like being inside of a machine at a Chinese steel factory.
Yeah.
It's just like grung, 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 grung. It's amazing. Their album this year, 2 Human Minutes, is phenomenal.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like you had very good description, but it did remind me of like that SNL skit about the Bill Hader with the clubs. You know, like the hottest club right now.
Oh, it's just like Stefan
yeah,
on the
it's
Weekend
like,
Updates.
Exactly. It's like you're in a Chinese metal factory inside of a machine.
That is, turn on Realize and tell me that's not what it's like. It is exactly like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, what you got,
All right.
Tyler? What's this?
So
What's this one?
this is Tyler's top 5 spices I had for the first time in 2023.
All right.
Okay.
I love
This
it.
goes in order from
Fuck yeah.
number 5 to number 1. Kind of. You'll see why. Kind of.
Is this the top 5 you tried?
This is the top 5 spices that I had for the first time
Nice.
this year, well, last year.
So
That
specific.
I mean, I like them all. Like I like them all, and I'm just like, oh wow, these
Like
are
number one,
fantastic.
salt.
Yeah, number 1 is like curry
No,
powder.
salt I've had for a long time. That's still number 1. But anyways, number 5. My girlfriend's dad roasts his own cumin.
Oh.
And he gave us some roasted cumin. I think it was in like March or April, somewhere around there. He just did it. Fantastic. We put in a bunch of stuff, and it's like the perfect little roasty kind of smoky flavor.
Okay.
Fantastic. Love it. So that's good. Number 5.
Wow.
Number 4 is Lauganma Spicy Chili Crisp. I don't know if any guys.
Chili crisp.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried chili crisp before this year. Fantastic. Love the stuff. Number 3, Carmencita sweet paprika that my brother and his wife got me on their honeymoon in Spain. It is, they got me a smoked and a sweet paprika. I like the sweet way better. Number 2, so this is why it's kind of, because number 1 and number 2 are contentious, because I put this at number 2. It came in literally just under the wire. Had it for the first time December 31st, 2023.
It counts.
Yeah, it still counts. But I mean, I haven't had a lot of time to, try it out. Firefly Kitchen's kimchi salt.
Ooh.
Firefly Kitchens they're in Seattle. They make a kimchi salt. I don't know how they do it, but it is salt and kimchi together, and it is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I
It
want
is
that.
absolutely incredible. We were in Colorado with my girlfriend's family, and one of them had it, and they put it in their biscuits and gravy. And then later that night, they did some roasted broccoli, and they made this like garlic, lemon, and kimchi salt little aioli thing, and it fucking phenomenal. I immediately bought some, and it showed up a couple days ago, and it's
Nice.
life-changing. And then number 1 is Fly By Jing Sichuan Chili Crisp. It's slightly better than the Laoganma, but fantastic.
That's good to
Without
know.
by spices.
There we go.
Nice.
That's a good list.
Yeah, that was
Very good.
I may have Momofuku Chili Crisp on here next year. We got some for Christmas. I haven't busted it open yet.
Okay.
I mean, like chili crisp is like crystallized MSG, and it's amazing.
It's
like,
my God.
don't be afraid of it. If you're not, if you haven't had MSG yet,
I-
add it to most things
If
you
you
cook.
don't, like, if you have like a fear about MSG, you
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
suck.
get out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You're
Get over
living
it.
in the past.
Rocks.
Yeah, it's like the satanic panic, you know.
Yeah, it's
The
not
thing that-
2005.
Right. The thing that blows my mind is like I've been going to pho places my whole life. Love pho.
Oh, yeah.
And I usually like I don't like spicy stuff, so I haven't until recently haven't been putting a lot of spice in there. But I never tried chili crisp, but it's sitting right there at every pho place in a little dish. And now I'm like, why did I go my whole life
know.
without adding this to everything?
Crazy.
Yeah. We can only grow as people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know.
It's the
That's
spice
all
of
I know.
life.
Yeah. Well, usually, like, little fun fact about Misha, my mom worked at a spice factory, like a company that like imported spices. So she would bring home spices all the time when I was growing up, and I would just have like the spiciest shit from all around the world growing up. And I really think that impacted my taste buds because I can hardly taste anything anymore unless
burned
it's like
out.
super hot. So I always put hot sauce on Cody kind of does. I put
yeah.
hot sauce on everything I eat. Everything, like even salads. It has like it. I put hot sauce on everything. So when there's like a new spice out there, I'm just like, yes, taste.
I bought some Flaming Hot Cheetos with lime the other day, and I was eating some. And my youngest, who's like 6, he's like, "Hey, Dad, can I have one of them spicy boys?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, here you go." So I gave him one, and he like ate it. He's like, "Oh, that's hot." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Can I have the rest of the bag?" I'm like, "Sure, buddy. If that's what you really want."
He evolved that
All them
day.
spicy boys. It's great.
So